Alright, so here is example A. Example A says, Jennifer went on Amazon to buy some Gatorade. Below are the two options she was deciding between. Which option is the better buy? Whenever they are asking about the better buy, sometimes students get confused and they think, oh, well, it's the cheaper one. Well, yes and no. It's not the cheap one like, oh, option A is $4.98 is cheaper than $11.96. Whenever they say better buy, whenever they talk about the cheaper one, they mean cheaper per unit. Okay, so on this one, it's ounce, per fluid ounce. All right, so that means unit rate. I know it's been a while since we did unit rate, but unit rate is easy. To find a unit rate, all you have to do is divide. Okay, so on this one, we are looking for the fluid ounce. Okay, this one says 20 fluid ounce for each one of these, and there's 8 of them. This one says 12 bottles, and they are, it's 12 ounce bottles, and there's 24 of them. So, first thing we need to do is find out the total amount of fluid ounces. To do that, well, there's 12 bottles, and no, there's not 12 bottles. Each bottle is 12 ounces, 12 fluid ounces, and there's 24 of them. So we just need to multiply 24 times 12. 4 times 2 is 8, 2 times 2 is 4, put a 0 here, 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 2 is 2, add this up, and we have a total of 288 fluid ounces. Okay, now let's look at the other one. There's 20 fluid ounces and there's 8 of them. So we have 20 times 8. Well, that's easier. It's just 160. Alright, so now we have two options. Option A is 160 fluid ounces for $4.98. Option B is 288 fluid ounces for $11.96. Now that we know that, we can find our unit rate. Okay, that was just a little step that we had to do first. We had to find out how many total fluid ounces there were in each one of these options. Okay, so let's do option A first. Remember, to find unit rate, you divide. And whenever you're dividing with money, money goes on the inside. So I have 4.98 divided by 160. Okay, so I take that decimal straight up. 160 will not go into 4. 160 will not go into 49. 160 will go into 498, but how many times? Well, I don't know that off the top of my head because I don't know my 160s. So I come off to the side and I guess and check. So usually I would start with 5, but I know that 5 is going to be too much. So I'll go ahead and start with 4. 4 times 0 is 0, 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. Okay, yeah, that's way too much. So let's try the next one down, 160 times 3. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. All right, there we go, 480. That is a little bit less than this. It's as close as we can get without going over. So this is going to be 3, 480. Subtract, and I get 18. Okay, I need to add one more 0, and 160 goes into 180 one time. Now, since we're talking about money, I don't need to go any further than this, because at this point I could round. All right, so I'm just going to kind of mark that off, and now I'm going to go to option B. Option B has, remember, money goes on the inside, so I have 11.96 divided by 288. Well, 288 will not go into 1, it will not go into 11, take my decimal straight up. It won't even go into 119, so I have to go to 1,196. Alright, usually I start with 5. Let's go ahead and try that. 288 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 5 again is 40, plus 4 is 44. And 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14. Ooh, that's so close, but it's too much. So I need to go to the next one. I have more room over here, so I'm going to try this. I have to go down 1, because this one was too much. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 4 again is 32, plus 3 is 35. And 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11. There we go. That's as close as I can get without going over. So that is 1152. I subtract, and I get 44. Add a 0, bring it down. And how many times will 288 go into 440? Well, I know it will go in at least once, but will it go in twice? Let's check. 288 times 2. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 2 again is 16, plus 1 is 17. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Nope, that's too much. So this will only go in one time. Okay, so I have my two numbers. Option A is $0.03. I rounded it per fluid ounce. That is the unit rate. And option B is $0.04 per fluid ounce. Okay, I rounded. This should be the last number, so I look at this one. That's a small number, so this stays the same. I did that too over here. 3 should be the last number. I look at the next one. It's a small number, so this 3 stays the same. And finally, I know my answer. Which one is the better buy? Well, option A, cost less per ounce. So option A. And what is that price per ounce? It's 3 cents. So, yeah, those are a lot of work, but you're going to be expected to do those kinds of problems. They show up a lot.